Hi guys, today I want to review this Luger CO2 pistol made by KWC from Taiwan, and it looks to me pretty nice pistol. I bought it for my son to train him shoot with the gun, and it is a CO2 pistol. He uses a regular 12-gram CO2 cartridge, and it's pretty interesting that this is a blowback gun. It has actually a slide or the bolt that works pretty similar to the original Luger P-O8 pistol, and these grips are aftermarket. I have replaced them. A guy from Western Ukraine made them for me. So here we have a magazine that holds this CO2 cartridge and the BBs, which are pretty conveniently can be loaded via this aperture here. They can be also loaded from the top here. Now you have this button to aid your loading. It is a 4.5 millimeter or 0.177 inch caliber pistol, and it has some pretty interesting features. You see that it has a bolt stop. As I racked the bolt back, it stopped on an actual bolt stop that is inside the mechanism there. As we pull the slide back, it goes back. When you push the trigger, there is a click. Work it again, and you can put it on safe, which is pretty interestingly replicates the original Kezihat name here for which I think stands for safe. Also, the interesting fact is that these button here is also works like an original. On the other side we have an imitation of a spring, a number, and KWC made in Taiwan, which I have blackened with a regular steel blackening liquid, which strangely worked on this alloy. It is made from, this pistol is made from zinc, aluminum, manganese or magnesium alloy, which I think is pretty durable. I've already fired about, I don't know, 1,000 BBs through it, and there's been no problem so far. The interesting fact is that it disassembles in a similar way as the original Luger. All we have to do is push the bolt back a little bit. Also see that the imitating of the sliding barrel and action is also present. Then you push this lever here, push it down, take a sight blade off, and slide the barrel and action assembly forward. It is quite complicated. As far as I remember from the manual, it has more than 130 parts. It's quite complicated. You see the brass barrel in there, the transfer bar that pushes the sear is also very similar to the original one. What we have here is a very complicated mechanism. Here is the here is the hammer. The sear is here. It is pushed by that transfer bar. It releases the hammer, and it hits on a button here, which hits this button here in the magazine, releasing a portion of compressed gas to push out the pellet through the barrel. Here we have a bolt stop. It is easy to demonstrate how it works when you insert the magazine in. You see that this bolt stop has been pushed up. When we pull out the magazine, it moves back again, moves down, up again. So it's a pretty complicated but nicely made pistol. The first time I took it into my hands, I was pretty much surprised by the quality. The grips are originally made from plastic. These are made from walnut, Western Ukrainian walnut, and it's not actually a kind of diamond shaped like it should be, but the guy made it for me and I'm pretty happy with those. The original plastic grips are very high quality, but they're kind of have too sharp diamond checkering and it's pretty uncomfortable when you shoot. Here is the trigger mechanism. It can be disassembled, but I do not recommend to do this because if you disassemble it, it's pretty difficult to put it back together. I tried this. Okay, so to reassemble it in reverse manner, pull a little bit on the bolt here, push in the side plate, lever up, it's a pretty nice gun. Okay, now we're going to try to, I'll demonstrate it shooting. Take the CO2 cartridge. Okay, here we have a box that I also wanted to show you. It shows this P-O8 model pistol. There's some pretty interesting details. You see that the weight is close to the original. It is 834 grams. Pretty much close with the length. The model. Interesting thing that this KWC means Kian Well Toy Industrial Company Limited. And here it says air guns are not toys. Okay, what we have inside is the pistol, the wrench for installing this CO2 cartridge, installed in the usual way. Now we try and fire an empty round. You see that the bolt has stayed back on the bolt hold open, which works every time. Now I'm going to load some pellets. This magazine holds 21 pellets, but I usually load only 8 to imitate the original. I guess the original P-O8 would hold 8 cartridges. It's pretty easy to load it like this. So what we have now is 8 pellets loaded. Now it's loaded and we will put it on safe. I was aiming at this circle here. Managed to put all pellets almost like in a 1-inch group. The distance is only pretty close, like 4 meters. It's a pretty nice toy for my son.